Okay, what's going on YouTube? So today I wanted to do a quick video about how you can give your clippers and your trimmers a new lease of life. So for the last, let's see, 5 or so years, I started customizing my own clippers because, you know, our clippers, whether you're working in a shop or you're a mobile barber, they take a lot of punishment. And so I wanted to give my clippers a new lease of life. So I did this video so I can show you how I do a simple customization on my trimmers and clippers. Just simply buy in spray paint from, in the UK, I get my paint from Halfords, literally just cast spray paint, primer, etc. So I'm going to show you the process of how I do it. So the clippers I'm going to be customizing is my Andis Slimline Pro Li, and this is a WAHL magic clip cordless that I converted to be a balding clipper. It's got the WAHL balding clipper blade on it, and it has no bail arm. But I've been using these now for about, let's see, 15 or so months. As you can see, they've taken a lot of heavy usage. I'd customized them before and it was originally bronze, glittering bronze, but as you can see, with the chemicals that we get on our hands, etc., holding the clippers, it's lost its color, it's lost its sheen, so they could do with a new lease of life. So I'm going to show you just how I customize my clippers, and I hope you find it useful. If you do, like, subscribe, leave your comments please, and share the video with other people. But let's get into it, guys. Cheers, peace. Okay, now the first thing you're going to need to do is dismantle your clippers. The first thing I would advise you to do is just take your time if you've not done this before, and keep a track of what goes where, and try and keep things in a methodical order so that you can easily put everything back together again. To be honest, the Andis Slimline Pro Li's are really easy to take apart. The WAHL magic clips have a lot more screws, a lot more parts to take apart, so you want to keep everything together. I personally keep all of the screws in different parts that I've dismantled in a see-through cellophane bag, so I've got everything in one place. Now for the Andis Slimline Pro Li, you can see I'm adding a different attachment head here. This is a T15 attachment head, which is like a 6-star attachment head. You need that to remove the 2 bottom screws on the Slimline Pro Li. With the WAHL magic clips, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver. And in a minute, I'm going to just speed up the video just to go through this process. Okay, so now that you've dismantled your clippers, you want to sand them down. I'm using sandpaper with the grading 120 on the back, which is quite coarse, to remove the paint quite easily and quite quickly, any primer that's underneath. On top of that, I'm actually doing this inside quite a large cardboard box, just because the particles can spread everywhere and you don't want to get too much mess, and I was doing this indoors, so it just kind of catches all the paint that you remove as you sand it down. So this is the first stage of sanding. There'll be another stage of sanding that I'll come to later. And once again, I'm just going to speed up the video just to go through this process quickly. Okay, now that I've sanded down the clippers, you can see the previous respray job that I did on them before, but now I'm adding the primer. So for this particular colour, it was recommended to use a grey primer. You also can get a white primer for certain colours that pop better, but using a grey primer here, and once again I've got the clippers inside the cardboard box, and I'm just spraying them in there just so the particles are more concealed. Also, I'm doing this outside. You want to be in a very aerated environment, as the fumes, you don't want to be breathing too much of that in. So just doing this outside, and now just making sure I do an even spray of the primer. Now when you're adding your primer, you need to do multiple coats, so it's suggested doing a minimum of 2 coats of primer, leaving it about 15 minutes between each coat for the primer to dry. I think I actually did 3 just to be on the safe side, but yeah, you should always do a minimum of 2 coats when you're spraying on the primer, and make sure that all areas are covered well and covered evenly. So I've now sanded down the clippers for the second time, and I'm about to add the matte black, or as I like to call it, Batman black colour. So once again, it's a case of doing an even spray across the clippers, and you need to do an even coat. And once you've done your even coat, you need to let it dry for about 15 minutes and then add on your additional coats, leaving a 15-minute time for drying between each coat. And then once you have done all of your coats, once again, I'd recommend a minimum of 2 coats. I think I actually did 3 to 4 coats of the matte black colour. Then once again, you need to leave it to dry. Now, we're not adding any lacquer to this colour because it's a matte paint. If you were adding a gloss paint, you would then add lacquer after it. So you would leave the paint to dry for 24 hours at least, and then you would begin to do 2 to 3 or even more coats of lacquer to give it to protect the gloss paint and give it a really nice shine. And then you need to leave it again for a period of time to dry. With this matte black colour, I've actually left these clippers to dry for, I think it's 3 days I gave it, just to make sure that the paint and the primer was really dry, really hard, as you know, our clippers will take some punishment in our travel bags and around the shop. So I wanted to make sure the paint was really dry and really hard so that it doesn't chip and it doesn't get damaged with day-to-day wear and tear. Okay guys, so there you have it. I've done the respray on my clippers, and I've now put them back together. I didn't do a video showing that because you saw me take them apart, so it's just reversing the process. But I want to show you the end results now of my customized clippers. So you might remember what they looked like before. I'll quickly show a photo, but this is what they look like now. So bam, there you have it. I like to call this the Batman black look. It's a deep dark matte black, and I think it really pops and gives the clippers a really nice look, especially with the contrast of the silver. So guys, let me know what you think of them. Do you like them? I'll put a couple of photos up so you can kind of see the before and after again. But if you do like them, you have any questions about how to customize your clippers, then feel free to drop a comment or drop your question into the comments, and I will respond as soon as I can. But guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Share it with other people, and I'll be back with some more content real soon. So take care guys. Peace.